my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. The gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Owlet tournament. We've got a very special show for you tonight. It's going to be our Stage 2 selection show. Obviously, with the implications in our Stage 1 finals, the top two teams now get to select their groups for Stage 2, and they will both play in those groups. The top three teams will go to our season playoffs, rather. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into this tonight. I am joined in the booth by Sussing from Paradise Tempest and Contreras from Team Growloo. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you doing, Misfit?
I'm doing absolutely swell. What about you,
Great to
Sussing?
hear.
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for having me.
No problem. And I'm really excited to get into this one. Obviously, there is a bit of strategy when it comes to selecting these groups. You can obviously select the weaker teams and try to make your group as easy as possible, but you can also make your group as hard as possible because you both have proved that you are better than pretty much every other team in this tournament besides each other. So, it's a little bit of strategy there that we can talk about. But before we get into our selection, of course, we want to recap our standings. So if we want to throw those up really quick, we can look at where each team stands currently in our tournament. Right now, of course, these don't reflect the playoff results that we just had, but they're still a pretty good indication of where these teams stand right now. Obviously, starting from the bottom, which will most likely be our first pick teams, we have Phoenix, who has yet to win a game, but they have shown some signs of life. So still have a few things to prove. We have Volume 0, who up until recently had yet to win a map until they knocked down Los Beefers to be, who had just taken a game, or at least not a game, taken 2 maps off of our top-seeded Paradise Tempest. So they're on the up and up. We have Hyperion, who has underperformed based on how they were originally ranked this season. Definitely going to have to turn things around in Stage 2. We have Los Beefers to be, who, as I mentioned, had a very close game against our number 1 team, and then had a very close game against our bottom team. So they're kind of weird. I'm not looking forward to power ranking them when we get back into next episodes. It's going to be very difficult. Going to have to watch those games back a little bit. We have JCP, Rogue Dragons, and Outer Oxide, as well as Crusaders, all sitting at 2-2, and they have varying levels of strength. A lot of their 2-2s come from just varying difficulties in schedule. The big thing to talk about, obviously, that Outer Oxide and Crusaders, who are at the top of that little 2-2 range there, are both getting some members off of off rolls for this next stage. Some things to think about there. Rogue Dragons and JCP, both performing somewhat well, but going to have to step it up a little bit if they want a chance to make the season playoffs. And then, of course, we have our other playoff teams, which are Danger Close Red, Team Growloo, and Paradise Tempest, all who have performed very, very well at the highest levels of play. So yeah, very excited to see which teams go where, and now we can introduce our divisions for Stage 2, which I like very much. I'm a big Pokemon fan myself, so I love that this is how we decided to name them. But we're going to have the Dartrix division and the Noctowl division. Got to keep it on par with our little Owlet branding here. I'm very excited for this one. Dartrix, of course, the best starter from the Alola region. If you disagree, I hate you. But yeah, let's get into our selection here. I want to throw it over to our little beautiful scene, courtesy of @Joey. Thank you, Joey. So yeah, obviously with your win in Stage 1 Finals, Contreras, you guys have first pick here for the Dartrix division, which will consist of 6 teams, as we do have a little mismatch of having 11 teams. So your group will have 6 teams. Noctowl division will have 5 teams. Obviously, 1 team in both those divisions already. But yeah, let's start off with your first pick, Contreras. Who's it going to be?
For our first pick, we will select Hyperion.
All right. Joey, if you'd like to. Everyone thank Joey for such a great transition. Best producer
Thank
NA.
you, Joey.
I love him so much. All right,
Very
Sussing, let's
nice
throw it over to
transition.
you now in the Noctowl division. What's your first pick going to be?
Okay, great. And also thank you again for having me. I think our first pick is going to be Danger Close Red. This was one of the best teams from Stage 1, so having an opportunity to play them would be a great chance for our team.
All right, solid reasoning there. We did mention a little bit there about how getting the stronger teams in your division does give you that chance to potentially knock them out if you get a strong enough division. So I do actually like that strategy quite a bit. We'll throw it back over to the Dartrick division now for Contreras. What's your next pick going to be?
For our second pick, we'll grab Phoenix.
All right, solid choice there. Always good to go with the lower teams if you're confident you can beat them. So yeah, that will go to you. Sussing, we'll throw it back over to you now for your next pick.
By the way, I'm loving these animations, Joey. I think you're doing a great job.
Oh, Joey does an excellent job. I love him so much. He's such a great producer.
So for our next pick, we're gonna pick Los Beefers. They were a team that gave us a great run for our money. From the people we've interacted with them, they seem like really nice people. So they seem to be also a great opponent for us.
Very smart. I did VOD review your game against them, and I thought it was a very, very good game. A lot of good on both sides, so I'll be looking forward to the rematch there in Stage 2. But we'll throw it back over to the Dartrix division now. Contreras, for your third pick in the draft.
For our third pick, we'll grab Volume 0.
Volume 0, all right. Solid choice. This is another team that's kind of on the up and up. I did mention they on the pre-show, I believe, or was it the pre-show? I can't remember. It was either the pre-show or was the most recent episode of the Nest. I mentioned how Volume 0 has recently got a new coach that has obviously done wonders for them as they've been playing much, much better in their game against Los Beefers. We saw that. So I'm excited to see how they perform in Stage 2. But enough about that. Let's throw it back over to the Noctowl division for your next pick, Sussing.
Sure. Let's go with JCP. We played them in week 1. And I feel like they've been improving each week. So being able to kind of play them again, I think would be a good test for Stage 2.
All right, very cool. Back over to the Dark division now. Team Growlu for your fourth pick in the draft.
Egg really wants me to pick Otter Oxide, so I'll go with Otter Oxide.
All right, Otter Oxide is definitely a team I'm keeping my eye on. We'll discuss this more in our Stage 2 preview that we'll have after the All-Star break. But Otter Oxide is a team that people are definitely going to want to keep their eye on in Stage 2. They've got a lot of pieces moving into the right spots, and I'm excited to see how their Stage 2 goes.
Yeah, it's a team we really wanted a chance to get to play against because we never got to play against them in Stage 1. And now I know they're going to have a lot of roster changes, so I'm interested to give us that test of and see how we'll do against them.
All right, fair enough. We have 2 more teams left in our selection show. Back over the Noctowl division. Who's it going to be, Paradise?
Sure. I think we're gonna go with the Crusaders. They were a team that we played in the semifinals. Really strong team. Looking forward to playing probably the best competition that we can kind of assemble in our stage. So I think Crusaders are good.
All right, and that, of course, makes Rogue Dragons the last pick in the Dartrix division. So these are now your Stage 2 groups. I'm actually very excited. This is not how I expected this to go. I'm really curious to see how this will end up in our Stage 2. I've got a lot of breakdown next week on my Nest episode. But yeah, do you guys have any final things you want to say about your groups?
I think all I have to say is I'm really looking forward to Stage 2. Thank you again, Owlet, for having us, and I'm looking forward to another month or so of competition. I think it'll be a good one.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. We've enjoyed having you guys in the server. You guys are a very, very fun group to have. I like that you guys all watch Nast. That makes me very happy. Makes me very, very happy. But yeah, we'll talk. Do you have anything last to? Excuse me. Words are hard. Do you have anything left to say, Contreras?
Not much. Just also thanks for having us. It's been a really fun season so far. We've enjoyed it a lot. It's been, I think for most of it's probably our most fun Owlet season yet. So yeah, thanks for doing this. It's been a really good season 4.
All right. Well, then that is going to wrap up our selection show for the night. Thank you both again for joining me. Some quick reminders before we sign off here at Owlet. We do have our All-Star week coming up. We're going to include a lot of little fun games there. We're going to have some roasted pugs. We're going to have the All-Star game. We're going to have 3v3 payload and a Widow 1v1 tournament. The dates for those will be coming out very, very shortly. We will have announcements in our server. So if you'd like to watch those, make sure you don't miss them. Make sure you keep your eyes on the server for updates there. But yeah, that's going to do it for Owlet here tonight. Very short show tonight. Just wanted to get these groups to you before the All-Star break. But thank you all once again for coming out and showing your support for the Owlet tournament. My name is Misfit, and peace out.